So yesterday, a new Star Wars live action series was announced featuring Kassian Andor in a spy espionage thriller. The series is going into production next year, and it will follow the adventures of rebel spy Kassian Andor during the formative years of the rebellion and prior to the events of Rogue One, a Star Wars story. The rousing spy thriller will explore tales filled with espionage and daring missions to restore hope to a galaxy in the grip of a ruthless empire. So I personally was really surprised when I heard this news, because out of all the characters they can make a show for, Kassian Andor was kinda like the least I would expect. I've enjoyed all the Disney Star Wars films so far, yes, including The Last Jedi. But by far my least favourite was Rogue One. I thought the film was really messily edited and put together. That was probably because of the reshoots. There was little to no character development. I only actually cared for two characters in the film, and that was Jyn Erso and K2SO. So seeing that there's going to be a whole show based on Kassian Andor is kind of a surprise to me, but I'm not too sure if it's a welcome one. Cassian always kind of felt like a bland character in the movies. I really like his background, but they never really explored it enough to make me want to care. I like the idea that he's doing all the rebels' dirty work, the rebels aren't completely pure, so maybe that's what the show will explore a bit more. And maybe we'll get to see more of his character and I'll actually come to like Kassian Andor, but right now I'm just not a big fan. However, I do really like the genre, the spy espionage thriller. I really do like that idea. I'm really interested to see how Disney takes on the idea of a spy thriller set in the Star Wars universe. I think it could work out really well and make for a really cool and unique show. Like I said, I've enjoyed all the Disney products so far. I've really enjoyed Rebels, I've enjoyed, all the films. However, one thing I really do not like about them is that they play it really safe, and everything seems to be related to the original trilogy. The original trilogy is my favourite Star Wars setting by far, but every single film is based in the original trilogy setting, or at least really close to it. For example, Rebels is set before A New Hope, Rogue One is set before A New Hope, Solo is set before A New Hope. And while the sequel trilogy isn't set in this setting, obviously, it still feels very similar with stormtroopers, snowtroopers, AT-ATs, all that kind of thing that kind of remind you of the original trilogy. And I'm not complaining about that. I actually really like the idea that it resembles the original trilogy, but that kind of means that when we get to spin-off, I want to see something different, something new. My point here is, where is the love for the prequels? Whether you like those films or not, the world building that George Lucas did in those films was absolutely fantastic, and that is undeniable. The locations he created, the new species, the whole idea of the Senate and the politics behind it, all of it was perfect. It's like a completely different universe to the original trilogy, and for some reason Disney just hasn't dipped their foot in that. I'm guessing it's because the prequels are universally bashed on. I personally don't mind the prequels just because I was raised on them, and also because, I don't know, it's just Star Wars at the end of the day. I know the films aren't perfect, and apart from Revenge of the Sith, I don't really think they can compete with the originals, but the world building, like I said, is just absolutely fantastic, and I feel like it's a huge missed opportunity that Disney isn't exploring that. So obviously from a financial perspective, it's obvious why they wouldn't want to go back to the prequels, considering most of the fanbase hates them and the real nostalgia is found in the originals. But if you're going for an original-esque sequel trilogy, isn't it kind of cool if we spread out on spin-offs and live action shows into different settings? I know The Mandalorian will probably explore a very unique setting, maybe like a western type thing, based in kind of the crime and scum and villainy of the Star Wars universe, which is why I'm looking forward to it. This show, while I'm going to watch it because I'm going to buy the Disney streaming service, so obviously I'm going to watch it, and also because I'm a huge Star Wars fan and I like the idea of a spy espionage thriller, I would rather another show, to be honest. I want to see them explore the prequels, I want to see them explore the Old Republic, and I realise that Disney has really just got started with their new canon, but I really would like them to step outside of their comfort zone a little bit more. Shows like The Mandalorian are what are going to keep me hyped for Star Wars. Actually, I'm always going to be hyped for Star Wars, but The Mandalorian is something new and unique and so shrouded with mystery that I just can't wait for it. So my overall thoughts on this is that it's good. It's good that we're getting more Star Wars and we're getting another live action show, because I think shows are just really fun and I'm really looking forward to seeing Star Wars explored in that way. However, I'm just really disappointed with the setting and the character choice. I could be wrong, maybe I'll just absolutely love the show, but right now I'm much more excited for The Mandalorian as it's a lot more unique and kind of stretches Disney out of their comfort zone, as I've mentioned a million times in this video. But hey, that's just my opinion. Tell me your thoughts down there in the comment section below, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.